The web used to be about finding stuff, virtual stuff, not like Rob's stuff, but now it's about connecting people. The web, very much I publish, you consume. Now I publish, you consume, you contract, you connect, and you get together. And good examples of that, I say some dudes in Egypt and stuff like that. So again, the way that the world has changed, really the web is just reflecting what the world's like. So again, and in my case, I've got 3,000 followers, so my capacity to get stuff done through this thing is amazing. One day an idea came in which said, deliver business education in aeroplanes. Now, I was the chairman of the Innovation Council. We looked at that idea and we said, shit, we don't have any business education and we don't have any aeroplanes. But still, we like the sound of that idea. So where would you go if you wanted to get the best business education in the world?
Harvard.
Yeah. So we rang Harvard and said, guys, you got any business education we could use to put in planes? And they're like, yeah. Oh, shit, that worked. Where we go now? Well, try Stanford. We ring them. Yep, we've got some too. No worries. So that's good. All right, we've got the business education problem covered. So we know some people with some planes. So we did a prototype. And we did this prototype, it took about half a day. And as you can see, Stanford, Harvard, 50 lessons. It's a mock-up, it's a picture. But it is a prototype of an innovation. And the idea is in here, what is the fastest, quickest way I can bring this idea to life? So rather than saying, oh, we've got this idea of aggregating business education from a range of leading world universities and delivering them through aeroplanes, to saying, we're thinking this. You bring it to life. Qantas looked at that and said, that's great, but could you use the, we're not really a business sort of, we're known for business education. Could you do it in Deloitte colours? Yep. So again, another half day. And we added a couple of bits and bobs along the way, just, profiles and all that stuff. So lesson number one of innovation, ideas aren't worth anything if you don't go about trying to execute them. So the first thing we did was gather idea or crowdsource ideas, get ratings and comments, review the ideas and say, how do I prototype, iterate with the prototype and then get off PowerPoint because it's boring. And let's go to the web. The other thing, I often talk a bit about Hosni Mubarak because he's perhaps my major competitor in social media policy space. A lot of the large organisations I go into have had Hosni in there and they've banned Twitter and they've banned Facebook and they've banned YouTube and shit, they want to shut down the internet but they just don't quite know how. Again, I see this sort of notion of rigid hierarchies, scared of people. Talk to CEOs, my people are the most important asset I've got, but shit, let them near a computer and they'll scam the hell out of me. There is something wrong. As I said, you don't have a social media problem, you've got a leadership and culture problem if you aren't using this stuff. Takeouts, start somewhere. I think, what I liked about Rob's presentation, we said let's start with 5%. Started somewhere. Didn't say let's go for 100%, let's start with 5, and then we learnt something, and we got to 45, and we're just kicking ass. Leadership, without leadership, innovation just doesn't work. Prototype, don't business case, partner wherever you can, leverage the cloud. You don't need to have all the hardware and the green blinking lights and lots of cost and lots of time. Use invented wheels like Yammer. Rather than build authentication, they've got an API that allows us to use theirs. Use it. Once you start, innovation doesn't stop with the first launch. You just keep going, going, going. Morph successful ideas and think about what else you can do with them, where else you can apply them, and most importantly, have fun. Thanks.